What is up guys, Karotaka here, and today I'm here with another Nendoron unboxing. Today we'll be unboxing another Marvel Nendoroid. This is Spider-Man the No Way Home version. So this came out in January of 2023, retailing at 9,800 yen, so this is quite an expensive one. So hopefully this one will be worth it, but from the looks of it, I don't think it actually comes with all that much. So we'll have a look first, but it is Spider-Man, so I'll be getting it. I got this one. I'm actually missing a few Spider-Man Nendoroids right now. I'm missing the Subaitaman, the Japanese one, the Toei version, and I'm also missing the original Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. So yeah, those are missing from my collection. I might pick those up, but I'm actually not sure yet. But I have everything else, so my collection's coming along pretty nicely. So let's have a look at the main Nendoroid first, and then we'll have a look at its accessories afterwards. So it actually comes with quite a few accessories that I think are pretty nice, but we will have a look at that later. So first up, here is the actual Spider-Man himself. This is one of those action type Nendoroids where they are superposable, but in exchange, they don't look as great because their joints. They have these joints here. So let's have a look at the main Sculptor first and see how he differs from some of the other Spider-Man Nendoroids we opened up. So I think the head is not as big as the others. The reason I say that is because his webbing, it's not sticking out like the other ones. They're kind of etched in it instead. So I guess it depends on how you like that, but it's not bad. There's a bit of a blotch there, but we can get rid of that pretty easily. And the suit, actually, I don't really like the way that the type of plastic they used. It looks a lot cheaper than the previous suits that we opened up. But there is some gold paint on there, gold finish. And there are some engravings in the back as well, the spider symbol, and some of the patterns on his legs. I think his actual suit has some color on the legs instead of just being etched in. So I'm not sure. I'm not too sure about that. It's been a while since I last watched the movie. And actually, I do have the Hot Toys one in my collection, but I don't have it. I don't have access to it right now, so I'm not gonna compare it. But overall, for this scale, I guess it looks pretty good. And articulation-wise, it does feel pretty good for a Nendoroid. It's got some articulation there. I think this is it's got a 360 rotation there, and also a bit of a joint there. And this one can just go 90 degrees. For the legs, it's got quite a wide range of motion. It can do splits up to there. So it's not fully 180, but it's got a decent split. And the leg can do a little bit more than 90. So there is that. Alright, the head is just the standard Nendoroid head, so there's not much there. And there is a little bit of a crunch that he can do. So it's decent. It's got a pretty nice range of motion. I definitely like the Infinity War suit more than this one, but this one is passable. Alright, next let's have a look at its accessories. So how should we do this? We'll go over his big parts first, and then we'll go over his little parts later. So first we have Dr. Octopus's arm. That's pretty cool. Lots of good detailing on there. And it's got a nice metallic finish on his arm there. Okay, so that's pretty much there. And yeah, there's good color separation with the arm, so it looks pretty good. Alright, so in addition to Dr. Octopus's arm, we also have Electro and Sandman's arm, or Sandman's arm and Electro's electric effects. And this has got nice detailing there. We also have Green Goblin's Goblin Bomb, which looks very nice as well. It's got a really nice bronze-ish looking paint with there. So this is really good as well. And last but not least, we also have Reptile's tail. So all of the villains that you see in No Way Home have a little bit of a presence here. Electro is just kind of, you know, lumped in with Sandman, but that's okay. So these look pretty good. I'm guessing this is where the majority of the cost of the Nendoroid comes from. Is it worth it? That's up to you, I guess. But personally, I think it's a little bit overpriced. But I think, you know, it's just a trend going on right now where all of the Nendoroid's prices are going up. So, yeah. Alright, so here is the hands. We have some fist hands. These are, oops, fist hands. So those will just be used for his punches. So those are cool. We also have the very standard web hands that comes with pretty much every Spider-Man Nendoroid. So those look pretty similar. The hands are a little bit different from the other ones because this is a new suit. Or sort of new suit. We also have the grip for the web hands, I think. So you can kind of put this in here. And then you can put the other end up here. So you can have him do a web swing. Let's see if we can do this. Go up, all right. So we can kind of pose him like so. Something like that. Looks pretty good. So that's it for the first blister. Now let's have a look at the second blister, which should be the more standard Spider-Man accessories, like his eye plates and the stand. And I think that's all that's left. So there is no Tom Holland head sculpt in this one, which is a little bit disappointing. But if you have all the other Nendoroids from this line, that shouldn't be too big of a problem. So here is the second blister. So, okay. We have the eyes. These are, I think these are the same. So we have the wide eyes. Instead of face plates, we have these. And we have the narrow eye. He's kind of squinting. And then the other thing that's left is the stand. The two stands. We have a standard size stand and a fancy long stand if you want to display it with all the parts. But I think you can kind of display all the parts with the regular stand as well. So let's try that out. So obviously let's try it with the big stand first. So big stand, let's put them more farther apart. Pumpkin bomb. Actually, the tail can go here. Pumpkin bomb. Go there. Octopus arms, I guess, can go here. Alright, and then let's put Spider-Man in the middle. So something like this. You can probably pose it a bit better than I can, but for the most part, you can kind of have something like this. So I think it looks pretty good, but I still think the price is a bit high for what it is. If they want to charge for this price, I think they could have either came with a mini Green Goblin, one that can have flying around like they did with Mysterio before, or they can have a head sculpt. But I think this by itself right now is not worth the 9,800 yen. That's like almost 100 US, which is pretty expensive for what this is. But if you're a Spider-Man fan like me, you're probably gonna have to pick it up anyway. But I think, yeah, and also the actual quality of the suit, the sculpt itself is, I think, is inferior to the other ones we have so far. I think the Infinity War one is the best, and then after that will be the Homecoming one, and then it will be the Far From Home, and then finally the No Way Home one I'll rank the last regarding to the sculpt, because also the gold paint here doesn't look very high quality. It looks kind of blotched on there, and there's a little bit of paint defect on there, but I'm just nitpicking for that one. But overall, I think this one is, if you're not trying to collect all the Spider-Man Nendoroids, I think this one is easy pass. If you can only collect one Spider-Man, I would definitely recommend the Infinity War one or the Endgame one. They have the same sculpt, but the Endgame one comes with a little bit more accessories. So that's just from me though. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like this video, feel free to subscribe for more Nendoroid content. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm sorry if I sounded negative, but it's, I don't know. It is nice. These are really nice props, but it's just, for the price, I think they could have put in a little bit more effort on the actual Nendoroid itself. Like, if you want it just for these, I think you can. The price, not worth it, but these are really nice. These are the best part of this Nendoroid, these accessories. But the actual sculpt itself, it's yeah, it's eh. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Stay tuned for the B-roll. This is Kartaku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!